Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today on this webinar. And definitely, I would love to tell you about how to get focused, get ish done or shit done to create a life that's fulfilling without feeling confused, overwhelmed, and listening to your self-doubt and fears. So, hello, future friends. Welcome to the webinar. Like I said, this is Raquel Walters, and today I'm going to teach you how to get focused, get shit done, create a life that's fulfilling without feeling confused, overwhelmed, while listening to your self-doubts and fears. Feeling confused and overwhelmed with what direction to go in life and what steps to take in life to live a life that is meaningful, peaceful, with little to no concerns are desires that every working woman wants. Though we complain about having too much to do, so little time, most of us do nothing about creating space to get focused, to get feeling accomplished by getting things done and practicing daily self-care in order to feel happy and successful in our lives. Learning how to get focused, get ish done with ease and grace will provide you freedom to do the things you want to do on your terms in order to live a happy and fulfilled life. So what's my goal? My goal for this presentation is to help two types of people. For those who are beginners, you'll get tools you can use to get insight and clarity on how you can reduce uncertainty and get past your own self-doubts and fears so that you can start taking practical steps to take action. For more experienced people, you'll get tools to dive deeper into why you feel confused, overwhelmed, and are lacking focus to start and complete the things you choose to get done in your life so that you can feel happier, fulfilled, and living a life of purpose. My goal for this webinar is the only way for you to reduce your self-doubt and fears in order to get focused, grow personally in order to get to the next level is by connecting with your inner self, being a part of the Connecting Her community, and taking fearless, consistent actions daily. Secondly, the only way to get clear, setting intentions, and living life on your terms to have success and happiness is through accessing your self-awareness, being around and surrounded by like-minded people, planning and taking actions with intention over fear course. So what's my story, you may ask? As a little girl growing up, I always thought my purpose in life was to help others. I always thought would be a listening ear and give advice to friends and peers at school. My friends would always also feel comfortable opening up to me and sharing their issues. After I completed high school, I decided to go to college and pursue a degree in psychology with a minor degree in media and communications technology. After graduating college, I worked full-time hospital job while going to graduate school to complete my master's degree in social work. And then after completing my master's degree, it was time for me to take the state licensing exam in order to start taking on patients or clients. Then this happened. I failed, failed my licensing exam to practice social work in New York City two times. My first real experience with failure. I felt devastated and defeated. I cried a lot. I felt great hurt and pain and thought my world was coming to an end. After getting myself together, I had the audacity to write the New York State Licensing Board after I failed the exam the second time by 1 point. Can you imagine failing an exam by just 1 point, knowing that you're there so close, but yet so far? They denied my claim. The state board denied my claim and told me I had to retake the exam in 2 months. So after getting support from my family and friends, I really focused and studied hard while working my full-time job at the hospital. I then invested into a licensing prep workshop. I joined a study group with classmates from graduate school who were also studying for the exam and also dedicated time each week to study and take practice tests. I passed my licensing exam with a high score on the third try and got a position in the hospital I was working in as a licensed social worker. Oh my God, what a relief. So here are two pictures of me practicing social work. The one on my right, which probably is to your left, I'm not sure, is me working in a mental health clinic within the same hospital I was working for. And the one on my left, the emergency room, which probably is your right, I'm not sure again, is me working in the emergency room most recently until I decided to leave my job, right? So this is me. As you can see, I'm smiling. I probably look happy, but I was happy, but wasn't 100% happy. So while working as a medical social worker, specifically as a therapist, I started realizing that with each passing day, I became stressed out. I developed anxiety issues, sleep issues, gained weight, and experienced depression for the first time. I sometimes felt sad throughout my life, but has never gone into deep depression before. Can anyone relate to that? Feeling like so sad to the point that you got into depression. I started having difficulties getting up to go to work in the mornings. I felt unmotivated, not filled with life, not happy, miserable, frustrated, angry, and confused with my decisions, my life decisions. My work life stress started to spill over into my relationships with my family and friends. I also started isolating and didn't want to do things that interest me anymore. I sunk deeper into my misery, and all I did was watch a lot of TV and eat unhealthy food to comfort myself. Anybody else can relate to that? I felt alone, fearful, confused, frustrated, uncertain about life and my choices. I also lost the zest I had for my life and my purpose here on earth. I was unhappy with my life and my life circumstances. I thought I had to get help and get help fast. I started going to therapy, started to communicate with my family and some close friends about what I was going through. After a few weeks, I realized that even though I loved my job at the hospital and loved helping, empowering, and advocating for my patients, that there was a void in my life, an emptiness, a feeling to do more, coupled with the demands of the job and the system in which I worked was taking all of my energy away from me and freedom to do the things I wanted. It showed me that I was not truly living my life and living it in my fullest ability and purpose. I realized I was not tapping into my fullest potential, which was why I didn't feel happy and fulfilled. I also counseled and watched patients who were older than me, retired, or on their deathbed in the hospital tell me their biggest life regrets. They told me that they never lived their life the way they wanted to because of their own doubts and fears, and how they sing the sad old song, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? They told me constantly to take a chance on my life and go out and achieve my dreams. I carry those words with me every single day, even to this day. And they didn't even know that I was unhappy. It's just their own personal experience. They just share these things with me that they shoulda, coulda, woulda have done XYZ with their life to live a more fulfilled life and happy life. So my desire, I wanted freedom, ease, less hustle, more travel, family time, self-care time, personal growth, the ability to live out my life on my own terms, no 9-to-5 job, work from wherever, enjoy nature more, have financial freedom, build something bigger than myself, which is my Connecting Her community, by empowering women to live life on their terms and define their own happiness. So my conflict, though, I had to improve my confidence in my abilities to step outside of my comfort zone. I started to work on myself, my personal and spiritual growth, and I also had to learn how to identify and acknowledge my myths or myths learned from my family, from society, and the limiting beliefs about my own fears, doubts, and anxieties that crippled me from taking action and moving forward with my goal to starting an online coaching business in order to change my life and to live the life I want to, how I defined it. So here I am today as a transformational leader and coach operating my own successful online business. How did I do it? I did it by investing in mentors, low, mid, and high-end mentors. But what's in it for me, you ask? And how is all of this relevant for me, you may ask, right? What has traditionally been done is that many of you were told from a young age that you should go to school, learn all you can, compete with your classmates and peers, take tests to get the highest grades, then go to the best of schools to further your education. You were told to get a career or work in a field that will give you enough money to pay your bills, save for retirement, then enjoy retirement life. But then you end up pursuing careers or jobs that is not fulfilling, that is not satisfying, and is stressing you the heck out, and you feel so overworked. You get involved in relationships and settle because you are afraid to let your needs known and afraid to end the relationship if it's no longer serving you because you fear being alone. That's just another example. Or you wanted to open up a business but got discouraged from doing so by family members and friends. And I'm going to add a third thing, your own self-doubts and fears in your head. You have ideas but don't know how to execute them. You fear what other people may say again. And you know you have the abilities, but fear of not getting a loan from a bank, for instance, to start that business, or fear of failure constantly haunts you. It's like a nightmare. The big one for most people is that you fear change. You say things like, where I thought my life would be is not where it is right now. Can anybody else relate to that? Where I thought my life would be is not where it is right now.
Absolutely, Raquel. Absolutely.
Yes.
I feel like you're describing me right now.
Oh, thank you so much, Kim. Thank you, because that's where I was. And I know that's where many of you are right now. So thank you for that.
Hi, this is Connie. I can say that I could definitely relate to at least one of the items on the last list too.
Oh, hi,
so.
Connie. Yeah,
Hi,
definitely. It's a struggle that we all go through, whether we say it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else on this call, on this webinar can relate? Feel free to unmute yourself and chime in. You thought your life would be where it should be, but it's not where it is right now. So on the contrary, you were not taught in school how to get to know yourself. Remember that Who Am I letter many of you probably had to write in school? How challenging was that for you to write? For me, it was difficult, as I can remember, as I didn't even know myself yet. I was writing who I am in that moment based on what my family and society told me and wanted me to be. You were not taught how to deal with your fears and doubts when they show up. You were not taught how to tap into the awareness of your truer self and potential. You were not taught how to manage money and take calculated leap of faith to achieve your goals. You are not taught how to really deal with failure and how to progress after failure. That's another huge one. You are not taught how to really deal with failure and how to progress after failure. I know I wasn't taught that. So you're probably saying yes or nodding your head in agreement with some, if not all, I have mentioned. And I know that Connie and Kim definitely agreed with some. And I know most of you on this call is agreeing. With intention over fear, you learn how to unlock your inner abilities to get you to the next level in your life, whatever that next level may look like. You're surrounded by a like-minded group of women who doesn't want to compete with you, like in school or in your job, and they want to support you, uplift you, and celebrate your successes with you. They want to see you win. My motto is no one is left behind, and that's a really new motto for me, where I am not leaving anyone. Anyone I can help, I am bringing them with me. And that's just honest truth. So I want to share a case study with you with a client of mine, Terry. Terry deals with constant self-doubt and fear, and came to me as she wanted help to get insight and direction on the changes she wanted to make in her life. So Terry used my practical action steps, tools, and techniques to step outside her comfort zone and started her crochet business and started a blog. So Terry's testimonial for me was, love the fact that Raquel scheduled special time for me to call and speak to her specifically about my individual fears and how she was able to personalize the lessons to fit my individual needs. Overcoming fear, though, is not something that comes overnight. Confronting those fears, writing those fears down, then writing how exactly I feel about them helped develop my self-awareness and helped me to realize the fear was in my head and not an actual threat. Working with a coach is a great way to get the needed advice for your specific plans, ambitions, and self-confidence. So I'm going to share with you the first secret or tool, how to reduce your self-doubt and fears in order to get focused so that you can get to the next level. Let me tell you a quick story. I always had self-doubt and fears about my abilities. I felt I was not smart enough. I didn't get perfect grades in school. I wasn't seen in school as a top performer. Throughout my life, I felt I always had to work extra hard to prove myself and to prove to others that I am worthy and that I can make it. So I aligned myself with friends that were doing well and getting good grades all throughout school. I realized that I had to get to know myself more and on a deeper level. It's like I had to peel back my own layer of onion, and I thought I could do it myself, but I was wrong. I had to get a mentor to guide me and objectively listen and point out things in my life and about myself that I overlooked or somehow didn't want to address. Anybody else could relate to that?
Yes. True.
Oh, thank you. So I want to introduce you to a case study number 2, my previous client, Stacy. The good thing is that it didn't just work for me, it worked for all kinds of people. So look at my client, Stacy. Like I said, she had always thought that she couldn't go back to school because she had the ability or the responsibility, of taking care of her son as a single mother, working full-time and having bills to pay, such as her rent, buying food, paying electricity bills, among other bills. She also thought she was not smart enough to get into nursing school by passing the prerequisites. Plus, she thought she didn't have the time. After she took a leap of faith on herself and renewed her belief about what she can do, I helped her to change her mindset and figure out her schedule, and she enrolled in nursing school part-time. So you're probably thinking about, how did she get the money, right? Well, she was able to get a student loan from the community college she signed up with. You see, Stacy doubted herself that she could be able to figure out, or she couldn't be able to figure out a way and find time to go to school because she had all these other responsibilities she thought was blocking her chances. I was able to change her mindset and work with her and guide her using tools and techniques and ways to create this opportunity. This is where intention over fear comes in. You set intentions and overcome your fears and doubts. So now I have shown you how to reduce your self-doubt and fears in order to get focused so that you can get to the next level. Isn't that great? But let me introduce you to a second tool, which is my second secret: how to get clear by setting intentions and living life on your terms. Let me tell you a quick story. I had to start filtering things in my life. I use the word filter as it means to remove something that is unwanted so that it cannot pass through. In my case, however, I had to block all the noise both internally and externally and started to meditate to create stillness, to get to know myself, to tap into my thoughts and my feelings. And I also had to set non-guilt boundaries in my life where family, friends, naysayers are concerned. And I had to create space for focus. Where energy goes, energy flows. Remember this: where energy goes, energy flows. Meet my third client in this particular webinar, Clemencia. The cool thing is that it didn't just work for me again. My client Clemencia thought she was too busy working a hectic retail manager job in a big city, and she thought she couldn't find the time in her day to work on her business. After she took the leap of faith to work with me and tried things, techniques that I taught her with an open mind, this is what happened. In just 4 months, Clemencia, who is an operations manager at a huge retail store, started making contacts with fabric factories in China, setting up meetings by using a scheduling system, left her toxic relationship, has a timeline planned out to leave her job later on this year. And by the way, guys, she works in Manhattan, which is a crazy big city for a huge retail store as an operations manager. This is Clemencia's testimonial for me. My experience with Raquel has been pretty refreshing. Raquel is a great listener and has really helped me to identify some of the things that may be causing struggle in certain areas of my life. Raquel took the time to help me outline goals as well as an action plan to receive those goals. The great thing about these sessions is that she does not leave you empty-handed. Raquel has sent me a bucket load of inspirational video, recommended books, and has made helpful suggestions along the way to keep me on track to taking my life to the next level. I truly enjoy my sessions with Raquel and would highly recommend to anyone looking for a good life coach. Again, you are probably thinking that that's great, it worked for her, but can it work for me? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. She worked a hectic time consuming top retail job in a big city, yet I was able to help her create time and space to start doing the actions to move her business forward so she can eventually leave her current job, which is a decision she made but didn't know how to. I can show you how to move past your fears, doubts, and obstacles you think are in your way from getting. So now I have shown you how to get clear by setting intentions and living life on your terms. Isn't that great again? Here is my third tool, or my third secret: how you can get focused, get shit done without feeling confused or overwhelmed. Can I get an amen on that? Amen, amen, amen. Thank you. Thank you. So let me tell you a quick story again. I love telling stories because it just resonates with stories. Confusion and overwhelm will show up when you are on your path to success. For me, as I mentioned before, I struggled with anxiety and overwhelmed from the job I was working in. I, however, have the tools to manage them. I, however, remember there were days where I couldn't get up out of bed because I couldn't sleep the night before, as I was worried about what the next day will bring in my job, in my life. I remember I was so confused as to what my purpose is, yet others looking in from the outside thought I had a great life. Working in one of the top hospitals, being liked and respected by my peers, managers, and my patients. I was unhappy, and I know I needed to get help and get mentors who could help me to gain clarity in my life. And in investing in myself and my own personal development and growth, I was able to learn more on how to zoom in and get focused to launch my coaching business, gain and keep momentum. I was also able to formulate a plan, a map for my future. I got present with where I was and where I wanted to be. And I had to have a vision and a mission with my plan and take actions consistently. So let me ask you a question. If you followed what I showed you in the first tool, which I call secret number 1, how to reduce your self-doubt and fears in order to get focused so that you can get to the next level, and you started to think about or even write about your intention over fear, then you did what I showed you in the second tool, secret number 2, how to get clear by setting intentions and living life on your terms. And you started to think of ways to create boundaries to free up some time for yourself so that you can start working on yourself and what it is you want to do in life. Then you use the third tool that I showed you in secret number 3, how you can get focused, get shit done without feeling confused, overwhelmed, to start practicing stillness, to get clear, to tap into your thoughts and feelings and mapping out a plan of how you're going to get to your definition of success. Do you think you could be successful at anything you do?
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. So let me ask you another question. How many of you are excited about what we just talked about?
I am.
Thank you. And how many of you are feeling a little overwhelmed because we've covered so much? Like you're sort of feeling like this.
It's trying to absorb it. It was trying to absorb it.
But I want you guys to know that it's impossible to teach you everything you will need to get laser focused and get results. But I try to cover as much as possible in this webinar. So I created a very special offer for you all. Is it okay if I spend 10 minutes going over a very special offer created to help you implement these tools among other techniques?
Of course.
Sure.
Yes, go ahead, Rocky.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you, everyone. So I created a new interactive group online course called Intention Over Fear, Unlocking Your Inner Abilities to Get You to the Next Level. Are you afraid of change? Terrified? Scared out of your mind about bills, judgment from your family, friends, coworkers? Because if you take a leap to chase your dreams and live in your purpose, they will think, is she crazy? Advice from my mentors and from myself is that give yourself permission to fail. I'm pretty much sure that's not what you expected from me or the advice from my mentors to say to you. Give yourself permission to fail.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah, thank you. And definitely take notes. Jot it down real quickly. Give yourself permission to fail. So what are you going to get with my Intention Over Fear, and which is a 6 weeks interactive group course to unlock your inner abilities to get you to the next level? So what you'll get is a 6 weeks live group coaching course, which begins next week, Monday, August 7th through September 15, 2017, and it's valued at $2,500. It's 1 time per week, and on Mondays, we are going to be sharing content, presentation, group share, and laser focused coaching to everyone that's on the webinar. And every other Monday, office hours will be held with me where you will ask questions. We'll have individual hot seats for every single member of the course, and also give you my professional advice. And we, the group, will celebrate your breakthroughs and your victories.
Yes.
Yes. So here's what we're going to cover. Week 1, we're going to talk about motivation and the myths surrounding it. Week 2, we'll have office hours and we'll go over questions. Each person will have a hot seat, like I said. Then we'll have celebrations or victories, and then there will be resources that will be provided to you guys. Week 3, we'll dive into self-doubt and fear and how it's crippling you from taking action. We'll also dive deeper into the wisdom to choose, what I call the wisdom to choose. Then week 4, we'll have office hours and we'll go over questions. Each person will have a hot seat again, and then we'll go over celebration, victories, and resources. Week 5, we go over the courage to take action and to make a change for the best life you can live. Then week 6, office hours again, and we'll also go over questions. Each person will have a hot seat again, and celebrations, victories, and I will be providing you guys with resources. So I want to go back and make sure you realize who this is for. This is for you, the working woman who wants more. You're tired, you're stressed out, and uncertain about how to take action to improve your life. You are successful, however, wants change. It's for people who have high stress, uncertainty, and confusion. It even helps people who are not uncertain on their life's path, but want to improve their self-awareness and get to the next level sooner. So what are your beliefs? You may ask, what if I don't get value from the course? That will drive me to take action. I have never done an online course before. You may ask, you say, Raquel have a degree and experience, so it was easy for her to transition into starting a business. But what if I start a business and fail? You may even ask, will I succeed if I take the action steps? Yes, you will, but there may be failures along the way. That's just truth. Think of a time that you have failed at something in your life right now. Now, think of a time you came through it okay on the other side of a huge obstacle. Sometimes we have to fail forward to truly appreciate what we have. You also might be thinking you can't get started because of time, because of money, because will the course work for me? And can I truly get the results I want? Here's why this is a mistake that will hold you back from success. I don't have the time. I know, that's why you need me, so that we can create time for you, right? And this is not ego tripping here. That's why you need me, so I can help you create more time. I don't have the money. I know, that's why you need me again, so you can invest in yourself today and map out a plan to make more money and live your ideal life. And you also may ask, I need to think about it. I know again, that's why you don't have what you want, because you don't take immediate action. I'm just gonna say it blatantly. What you will get in the 6 weeks live Intention Over Fear group course, again, is that you'll get 6-week live group coaching course, which begins August 7th, valued at $2,500. It's going to be conducted once per week on Mondays, where I'll be sharing content presentation, group share, and laser focus coaching. And then every other Monday, office hours call with me, where you'll ask questions, you'll have individual hot seats, I'll give my professional advice, and we, the group, will celebrate your breakthroughs and your victories. So when you sign up, you will get a total value of $2,500, but wait, you'll also get recordings after each group session, which is valued at $100. You also get access to private Facebook community for Intention Over Fear, for continued group support and encouragement from like-minded group members, which is valued at $50. You'll also get tons of support and encouragement and celebrations galore. The total value is $2,850. But wait, there's also more. As a part of the course, you're also going to get an interview that's already been recorded for you and only for you from my friend, fitness trainer and weight loss conscious coach, Ava Kite, where she talks about weight loss from self-care. When you have this tool, you'll be able to find out how you can lose weight and get fit if that's where you choose, or if that's what you choose, from a space of self-love and self-care. She speaks on the 5 principles that we need to shift before we begin a weight loss program. When you have this tool, you'll also be able to get rid of self-deprivation and the cycle of pain you put yourself and your body through. And this, my friends, are valued over $1,100 for my friend Ava Kite. So when I was first figuring this stuff out, I ran into a big roadblock. I didn't know how to start. So I had to create space and time for myself and decided to commit to taking daily actions to move me forward to walking in and living out my dream. I have spent a lot of money and time to overcome my obstacles. However, you will not have to do so because I have put together all I have learned and used to transform my life in this course. Sounds cool? So when you start and complete the Intention Over Fear course, not only do you save the time and the money I spent to develop it, but you also save what could be months or even years of wasted time and money because you'll be doing it right the first time. So what you will get again is a 6 weeks live group coaching program, which begins next Monday the 7th through September the 15th, which is valued at $2,500. Again, it will be delivered once a week on Mondays where I share content presentation. The group will share and also laser focus coaching with individual hot seats. Then every other Monday, you will also have office hours with me where we'll ask questions and I'll give my professional advice and the group will celebrate your breakthroughs and your victories. You'll also get recordings after each group session, which is valued over $100, access to my private Facebook community for Intention Over Fear, for continued group support and encouragement from like-minded group members, which is valued at $250. And then the first bonus, a health and fitness trainer interview with my friend Ava Kite, who is a weight loss from self-care coach, and that's her topic, which is valued over $11. The total value of the Intention Over Fear course and bonus with Ava Kite is $3,950. I had to go through thousands of dollars and finding the right mentors to get clarity, direction, strategies, performance improvement, and the list goes on and on. But you won't have to do so because I'm giving you access to my very dear friend Mary Sheen, international public speaking trainer, as a special bonus. When you invest today, you're also going to get, like I mentioned, access to public speaking trainer Mary Sheen, who wrote Amazon best-selling book, Present Yourself in Public Speaking, Tell Your Inner Critic to Shut Up and the Real You to Speak Up, which will help you with, like Mary says, shutting up your inner critic. So this is my friend Mary Sheen, and there she is with all her trophies, such a show off. And she has her book, like I said, Present Yourself in Public Speaking, Tell Your Inner Critic to Shut Up, and The Real You to Speak Up. And she is also an Amazon bestseller. So I want to share this video real quick. So there she goes, Mary Sheen. She has an MBA and she was a 2009 public speaking world champion, first runner-up, and she came first out of 2,400 people from all different countries over the world. So this is her.
Is there an audio with her video? Because I'm not hearing it.
You're not hearing it? Okay, hold on a second. I'm not sure why you're not hearing it. Thanks for telling me.
You're welcome.
Can you hear?
No.
No, I'm not. I'm not sure if anyone else is hearing it. This is Kamika.
Oh, hi, Kamika. Hold on. Can everyone else hear? I put it on pause. Can somebody unmute themselves and let me know, please?
No, I'm not hearing it.
You're not hearing either? Okay,
No.
guys. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to share my screen. I'm gonna stop the screen share and then I'm gonna put it over in YouTube and hopefully it will work there. Hold on a second. And I do apologize for this, but this is really good. Would want you guys to see this. So I'm gonna stop my share. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to just send you guys the link because I don't wanna hold up the time. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna just share the link with you guys in the email afterwards so that you can watch it. I don't wanna hold up the time. Okay. So that's my friend Mary Sheen, and she was just really being interviewed, and you would see her in action with what she does. So this bonus is going to make it faster and easier for you to quiet down your critical self-talks, allow you to speak up in meeting, and give amazing presentations to your boss and colleagues, improve your confidence, among other wonderful things. So you ask how? Because this is the secret weapon and the secret sauce to success and getting the things you want. It's all about communication. Duh. Plus, Mary gives us inside access on lessons she will be teaching in her next bestseller book she is currently writing. And this is a total value of $1,500. So again, what you will be getting is, like I said, a 6 weeks live group coaching program, which starts next Monday, August 7th through September 15th, valued at $2,500. One time per week, it will be delivered on Mondays, where we'll be sharing content, presentation, group share, and laser focused coaching with individual hot seats. And every other Monday, office hours with me, where you'll ask questions, I'll give my professional advice, and we, the group, will celebrate your breakthroughs and your victories. You'll also get recordings after each group session, valued at $100, access to my private Facebook community for Intention Over Fear, for continued group support and encouragement from like-minded group members, which is valued at $250. Then the first bonus with health and fitness trainer interview with Ava Kite, and she'll be teaching weight loss from self-care, which is valued over $1,100. Also, second bonus with public speaking trainer interview with my friend Mary Sheen, author, speaker, and Amazon best-selling book, Present Yourself in Public Speaking, Tell Your Inner Critic to Shut Up and the Real You to Speak Up, which is valued over $1,500. So the total value of the Intention Over Fear course plus bonus 1 and 2 is $5,450. But wait, I have one more bonus for you. The last and the third bonus is I will be providing you a 90 minutes one-on-one individual laser coaching from yours truly. And as you know, I'm Raquel Walters. Many of you on here know me. I'm a transformational coach and speaker. And what we're going to do is get laser focused on your plan, clear action steps to take, also additional resources to expedite the process, and getting you a winning mindset, which is valued at $1,200. So again, what you'll get is the 6-week live group coaching program delivered once a week On Mondays, presentation, the group share, the laser focus coaching with individual hot seats. And then every other Monday, you will be getting office hours call with me where you'll ask questions. I'll give my professional advice, and we, the group, will celebrate your breakthroughs and victories. Then you'll also get recordings after each group session, access to our private Facebook Intention Over Fear group to get continued support and encouragement from like-minded group members. Then you'll get all these 3 bonuses: the health and fitness trainer interview Ava Kite, where she teaches weight loss from self-care. Also, public speaking trainer interview Mary Sheen, author, speaker, Amazon best-selling book, Present Yourself in Public Speaking, Tell Your Inner Critic to Shut Up, and The Real You to Speak Up. Then you also get a 3rd bonus, which is 90 minutes of one-on-one individual laser coaching from me, which is valued at $1,200. So the total value of the course with all 3 bonuses is $6,650. So if all this package course did was made you believe in yourself in a new way and show you how much potential you have to change your life and your circumstances, would it be worth $6,650? Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you $6,650, right? But if I did charge you $6,650 and all it did was improve your self-worth, would it be worth it to you? If all this course did was reduce your self-doubt and fears in order to get you focused with Intention Over Fear course, would it be worth $6,650? And if all it did was show you how to get clear by setting intentions and achieving them to live your life on your terms, would it be worth $6,650? And what if all it did was show you how you can get focused, get shit done without feeling confused and overwhelmed beyond the objections of time, money, and judgment from other people who tell you you can't do what you want to do and live your life according to your standards? Then would it be worth it? I had 2 choices. With this. I had to go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many spots inside the Intention Over Fear interactive group course. But then the only problem with that is that I couldn't really stack on the value for you. So what I did was I decided to go with the second opinion, which is obviously requires a slightly higher investment on your side. But in exchange for that, we can dedicate more time, energy, and resources to help guarantee your success. So what would the end result be worth to you? If you started to live your life on your terms today, that was affording you the opportunity to be working that ideal job, getting that promotion, spending time with your family, opening and running that business, traveling more frequently, being able to help out and give back to your family and your community, what would it be worth to you? How much will you pay to have that feeling of happiness, joy, and peace of mind? You can probably see why people pay hundreds of dollars for a similar result from me, because it's not about the cost, it's about the investment. An investment in yourself and your abilities. I'm going to repeat that. An investment in yourself and your abilities. So again, what will you get in the 6 weeks live Intention Over Fear group course? 6-week live group coaching that starts on the 7th, August 7th to September 15th, valued at $2,500. Once a week, it will be delivered on Mondays, where I will be sharing content and presenting to you. The group will also share and the laser focus coaching with individual hot seats. And then every other Monday, office hours with me, where you'll ask questions. I'll give my professional advice, and we, the group, will celebrate your breakthroughs and your victories. In addition to getting recordings after each group session valued at $100, access to my private Facebook community for Intention Over Fear, for continued support, group support, and encouragement from like-minded group members valued at $250. Bonus 1, health and fitness interview with Ava Kite, where she'll be teaching you weight loss from self-care, valued over $1,100. Bonus 2, public speaking trainer interview Mary Sheen, author, speaker, and she's Amazon best-selling book, present yourself in public speaking, tell your inner critic to shut up and the real you to speak up, valued at $1,500. And thirdly, 90 minutes of one-on-one individual laser coaching from me, which is valued at $1,200. So the bonus with the course is again $6,650. That's the value. So you've probably seen how it's worth $6,650. And even at $697, which I charge a public, is a great deal. But because you dedicated your precious time to be here with me on this webinar, I'm going to give you a very special offer. For you today, my friends, you only pay $350. Limited time only for you who are on this webinar. So I want you guys to save your spots in the course beginning August 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. If you're in the Caribbean, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, or 7, I'm sorry, if you're in the Caribbean as well, you'll definitely be on the Pacific Time by going to this link to sign up, www.raquelwalters.com/sign up. Click on the grab this deal at this price now link, and it will take you directly to checkout with PayPal. If you were to do it yourself, it may cost you days, months, and even years to get the courage to change. And it will cost you many sleepless nights, time, and money. Because you're learning how to do it yourself with my guidance, because I have been through it and given you all the tools and techniques, resources, and access to make it happen fast, you only pay $350. Save your spot in the course, again, beginning August 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. For those who are in the Caribbean, it's also 7 p.m. Pacific Time by going to this link to sign up, www.raquelwalters.com/sign up, and click on grab this deal at this price now, and it will take you directly to the checkout with PayPal. So you have two choices: to do nothing. If you do nothing with the information you've learned over the last 60 minutes or so, what will you get? You'll get nothing, right? Or you can choose to take a leap of faith on yourself and your abilities. Just test it out to see if it works for you. That's all I'm asking. Test it out to see if it works for you. So I'm gonna make you a guarantee. You can test drive it and see if it works for you. 7 days money back guarantee I'm willing to give you once you lock in your payment of $350 today. You truly have nothing to lose, because if you test it out, you didn't like it, 7 days pass, I'll give you back your money 100%. And that's a guarantee. The real question, however, is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check out the Intention Over Fear course? Even if it only delivers or does half of what I've claimed today, it will pay for itself as soon as you start seeing yourself change and moving into the direction of the life you'll create for yourself. Again, what you will be getting in the 6 weeks live Intention Over Fear interactive group course is that you're going to be getting 6 weeks of live group coaching from August 7th to September 15th, valid at $2,500. One time per week, it will be delivered on Mondays, where I'll be sharing content with you. The group will also share, and also laser focused coaching with individual hot seats. Then every other Monday, office hours with me, where you also ask questions and I'll give you my professional advice, and we, the group, will celebrate your breakthroughs and victories. You'll also get recordings after each group session, valid at $100. Access to the private Facebook community for Intention Over Fear for continued group support and encouragement from like-minded group members. You also get first bonus, my health and fitness trainer, Ava Kite, who will be teaching weight loss from self-care, valid at $1,100. The second bonus, public speaking trainer interview with my friend Mary Sheen, author and speaker and a best-selling Amazon book. Present yourself in public speaking, tell your inner critic to shut up and the real you to speak up, valued at $1,500. In addition to a bonus, third bonus for myself, yours truly, 90 minutes individual one-on-one laser coaching from me. And again, my friends, the total value of the Intention Over Fear course plus all 3 bonuses is $6,650. You're really getting a steal. So to get started and sign up today for $350, what you're gonna get, I told you what you're gonna get just now. And you can go and definitely sign up here today for only $350 at www.raquelwalters.com. Sign up. So if you have questions, please unmute yourself, or if you want to type in the chat box, I will be here for the next 15 minutes to answer all the questions for you. And definitely I want to thank you for joining the webinar, and I hope that you don't miss up on this opportunity, because I myself is an expert, and I have 2 of the top experts in the industry that will be supporting you as well and giving you information that they only teach at their paying programs. So again, go to www.raquelwalters.com/sign up, and definitely. So for those who have questions, I'll be staying on for 15 minutes. Please unmute yourself. Don't be shy. And if you don't want to unmute yourself, type in the chat box so I can definitely answer your questions. And I definitely want to show you as well. I'm just going to stop this for a little bit. I'm going to show you the sign up page here where you're going to go to is www.raquelwalters.com/. So let me stop the share. And I'm going to be showing you the website that you're going to go to. And let me turn my video on so I can say hi. Hi, guys. So I see Javel on here, Sharisha, Connie. I'm not sure who else is on that iPhone.